And we're here.
Finally.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. I got a little caught up going down memory lane.
It was good stuff, though. Good stuff, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, now I'm officially getting old. Yeah, they put it out 10 days ago. Was the 35th anniversary of the Berlin Wall coming down. And as many of you know, I was right in the middle of it. So yep.
I can't imagine that they didn't use that. You've never been called the Berlin Wall?
No.
I would have affectionately found that out. That would have been something I would have used.
I'll tell you what, that the time after the wall came down was rather interesting. Very interesting.
Call me Elf one more time.
Nope, Kai did not push the wall over.
All right, I started it. I began the dialogue.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put that out there real quick. After the wall came down, it was literally somebody opened the cage on 40 million monkeys. Because they just wanted out and they didn't want to go back home. So, well, Waypoint, I do appreciate it, but you know, you're just too kind. Greetings from New Braunfels.
35 years. That's not. It's not that far. That's not that long ago. That's all I got to keep saying.
Yeah.
1991. I was still in college. I went home. I went home for a Christmas break. Came home and Russia had ceased to exist as a country. Or Soviet Union ceased to exist as a. And it broke. They started breaking it up. The year and.
Yep. And then shortly thereafter, we had another little issue in the Gulf was Desert Shield and then Desert Storm. And nobody knew how the Russians were going to react because nobody knew who was in charge with those folks anymore.
Right. I remember that.
And that's when we were told our life expectancy was about 17 seconds.
That's right. That was around. Well, actually, the doomsday clock right now is it's not 17 seconds, but it's like 2 minutes to midnight or 3 minutes to midnight.
No, this was not for some fictional doomsday clock. This was the amount of time it would take for the shells to arrive from the West German artillery to flatten any facility in Berlin. Because that was their exit strategy. So, yeah. Different times. I guess since I'm already on that screen, I might as well share it was the world here. Did anybody here watch Inglourious Bastards? Because here's a little kicker for you. We're gonna go right here. Drop the little dude right there. And Inglourious Bastards, there's this little scene where he's standing in in the yard of barracks and giving that speech about going to Berlin. Well,
he was in Berlin.
He is standing right in front of his building in the back here, just off to the left. That's where they shot that thing. When I saw the movie for the first time, I was actually busting out laughing. And my ex looks at me like, what in the world is so darn funny? I'm like, well, he's standing right in front of building 1 Berlin headquarters. So, yeah. If a guy talks about going to Berlin and stands in the middle of Berlin, that's kind of funny. At least to me it is.
Yeah, one of the best movies I ever, just crazy.
This door right here in the middle actually goes into that grand staircase that you've seen on other movies like Valkyrie. They got this grand staircase that goes up and around on both sides. That's right in behind that door. So just, here's a little excerpt for the history buffs. And anyway, so what else do we have to talk about? The DJI mini mic's gonna drop pretty soon. The 26th, if I remember that right.
Oh yeah, the mic. The drop of the mic. Let's see here.
I'm gonna share. Yeah.
I found the scene that you
Here's what it looked like in my day. That a bronze statue of a GI in the middle of it, and then they had flags for all the states lined up. Then you had the brigade flag and then the U.S. flag. So, but that's how I know that. Yep.
I knew I could find it. I wish I could make it bigger. Yeah, you can see the doorway right there.
Well, you see the post right next to him right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
that's that double doorway there. We're going to Berlin. Well, I am in Berlin while I'm saying this.
There's that post right there.
Yep, right there. That's it. That's it. That's it. You can totally see both.
You know, there is a radio station that plays the entire country music family. And that station?
So, yeah.
615. Hey, I'm Stormy Warren, inviting you to join our global.
Yep. It's funny how you can, how little things like that can kind of set off your memory bank, and create that connection. And then, like, you see it, like, I've been in front of that doorway before. Whoa, wait a second. I know that doorway really well. I had to stare at it for freaking 16 hours a day.
8 hours.
8 hours a day.
Yeah, you want to see one of my old job sites? Because it's in this picture too. See that little pass through right there on the left?
Yeah.
That's where my station right there.
Did you have to bend over to walk in the doorway?
In the
Did you have to
doorway,
dip your
yeah.
head?
Not in that outer, but into the door, yes.
Yeah, the outer is probably 8 feet or more.
Yeah.
The inside is,
Well, you still see the tank barrier here.
yeah.
These little 2 white posts right there, there's an I-beam in the ground. And if you
That
push
goes,
the button, it just shoots in the air. Yes, that's Germany. Berlin, Germany.
West Berlin.
Yeah, they don't make the distinction anymore. But yeah, this was Clay headquarters.
Yeah, Clay
This
Lee.
is
That's what it
the
says on the
Clay
wall there.
headquarters, the Berlin Brigade, and this was building 1 that is where the general is off, or the generals. We had 2 of them. One was the brigade commander, and the other one was the city commander. So you had 2 stars, city commander, and the 1 star on the brigade. And believe it or not, the last commanding officer of Berlin Brigade was actually a concentration camp survivor. He had the freaking tattoo on his arm.
Wow.
Talking about coming full circle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nothing but respect for that man. He passed
Yeah.
away not too long ago.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah.
All right, Kai, what printer are you buying?
Yeah, printers. We're all our printing folks. Jim's, I know you've got a Bamboo. Carolina Air Shots, I assume you've got a printer running too. I'm currently on the Sidewinder X2, which does TPU and PLA and PLA Plus just fine. I want to upgrade, but I want to upgrade in a way to where I can also print carbon fiber or the more abrasive filaments. Even though I'm not sold necessarily on the, do you all own a company for drones or just, no, this is just for fun.
It says AeroView Drones. Do you own a company for drones, or do y'all just? Yeah, I technically own a company.
Well, technically, yeah, we own a company, but we don't. We're not.
I am officially a company.
Yeah, well,
but it's not a commercial drone company, even though it operates commercial drones. If you have a YouTube channel and you have to operate just like you are a company. But I don't fly it like that. I don't take orders from people to, hey, will you fly here? Nope. I like my job. My job is I do what I want.
your job is torturing children.
And
I can line up at least 5 of your students right now that will confirm what I just said.
I torture them today.
See? How long have y'all been flying for? For me, it's going on to what? 4 years now? No, more than that. No, 4 years. And for you, it's been what? 7 years now? 8 years? Dad, hello. Did you freeze up? Yep, he locked up. Wakey, wakey. So I don't know what happened to that, but he's stuck. Reboot that computer, brother. So, yep, there he goes. He'll be back. Anyway, yeah, I enjoy building the FPV drones. I do have a couple camera drones, but I mostly do FPV where I'm more on the FPV side, where Dad is more on the camera drone side of things. What do I fly? Man, like I said, mostly FPV, mostly home built. Actually, I only have one pre-built at this point. That's that Cat X one. But I do still have the Air 2S, and I still have an Evo 1. So, oh, here's the show off. Oh, there he is.
It just cycled. Interesting. I didn't do anything. I just let it reboot and bang, it's back on.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Shit happens. Of course,
Yeah.
you have to bring up the water towers. You got to watch them damn water towers. They come jumping out of nowhere. So I'm more the tinkerer, where Dad is more the flyer.
Yeah, I've flown every drone that DJI's had except for this current Air 3S pretty much, and any of their enterprise stuff. I've even had my hands on a Inspire.
Yeah, I started out was the original Mavic Air.
Yeah, I flew the original. The original was good. That's a great drone. I've flown the Autel and the Epic
The epic fail. Yeah.
Who knows what happens here? Waiting for the Mavic 4. Yeah, I mean, that's where my that and the O4. So speaking of O4, I'm a little bit jaded, and I don't trust right now what's going on between us and China, and I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to be a pawn. So I'm keeping on the down low. I'm just doing stuff that's not being affected by them. I actually got another. I got another e-bike showing up in a couple of days. Right now, it's getting really busy. I've had a lot of requests for videos, including Insta360. I'm actually doing work for those guys now, which is kind of cool.
That's
But
hard.
I'm waiting for O4. O4. That's probably going to be the first baby in available.
I'll be interested to see how the 04 thing shapes up and what actually comes through on the.
So there's our 204 plat, or at least images. Light
So you
and
got the 04 light on the left there, and the regular 04 Pro on the right. And I hope they rethink their strategy on that camera on the 04 Pro, because the mounting locations are
Yeah, I'm really excited about a mini the light O4 unit. That really to me is going to be a game changer with cost.
James, I don't think is really gonna change much.
No, we've got some serious crap going on today, and it escalated today. If you watch the news, we've got American missiles landing in Russia right now, and that's even though we're not launching them, they're ours.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Have you heard about the severed communication cables in the Baltic Sea yet?
Yeah, I did hear about that there's been sabotage. So
There's two cables. One goes from Finland to Germany, and the other one goes from Sweden to Lithuania or something. And they were like 30 feet apart from each other in one location, and somehow both of them get trashed. And some European politicians are jumping to conclusions, like politicians ever do that.
right.
But what is most remarkable, it's the Swedish, and Swedish waters where this happened. They are very careful about this before they're calling this an accident or sabotage or anything. They want to investigate it, and I
Well,
think that's the prudent way to do it.
yeah, one cable accident, two cables sabotage.
Two cables that were 30 foot apart. If you're dragging an anchor
Yeah, that's
on,
true.
on a big boat, 30 foot is nothing.
Yeah.
And there are some people that point out that the fleet that's shipping over the Baltic these days is not as well as it should be. And they've been having issues with Chinese freighter. And there was another incident was a Chinese freighter a couple of years ago where they hooked some was an anchor.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the other hand, recently a Norwegian fisherman caught himself a U.S. nuclear submarine. I mean, come on. That shit does happen.
Could you imagine?
The Norwegian Coast Guard had to come out and help them remove the nets off of the submarine. Yeah. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm home. What y'all catch? Oh, a nuclear submarine.
Ohio class. Ohio class conning tower. Yeah, I can't I think like I said, if we, getting back to the looking forward for a new air unit replacement. First of all, the O3 for me has been a huge success in a lot of ways.
The
Really enjoy
USS
flying with it.
Virginia.
Really enjoy flying with it. So I'm looking forward to a light version of the air unit that has internal storage and that has a camera at least as good as the O3. And $120, 25. I have to at least think, okay, DJI is going to screw us a little bit on this deal. It'd be great if it would be a $99 camera or units. That would be great because I start looking at the cost of a frame and then mounting. Who knows what that thing is? So there we go. Caught a U.S. submarine in the nets. Oh,
The USS Virginia.
that's a new one, I think. I think the Virginia is a pretty new one.
Yeah, it's just, I heard that. I just couldn't help but laugh. So,
So
all
you,
right, since,
so
since
you've
we all got sidetracked. So,
so
what I'm
you've,
looking at for a 3D printer is something enclosed and something that can print carbon fiber filaments or the more abrasive filaments out of the
right.
gate.
And we didn't finish that. You were looking at the K1, correct?
I'm looking at the K1C.
Yeah, you can switch your image out there, and the K1C is a great looking printer. It's got pretty much all the bells and whistles. Price is good, and it can print the heavy stuff. And of course, if you spin right there that wheel, you get a discount.
Yeah.
Back to drones and tech. Yay. Yes, I know.
So, but this is the one I'm looking at right now. Built volume is 220 by 220 by 250, which is a little smaller than what I'd like it to be. But the K1 Max is just too flippin' expensive.
Yeah, the Max has
300 by 300 by 300.
and has it has the you can get the let's see, creator printer. I'm trying to
So
think of
K1 Max is 679
yeah.
versus the K1C is 449.
But all the printers that going towards more heavy materials. So you're printing things that are not toys. You're now printing, manifold covers and stuff like that, or connecting, and heat resistant drone frames,
Yeah.
actual things you can fly with.
Jim's, I get the 256 by 57, 256 out the X1C, but it is not suitable for nylon carbon fiber out the door. You actually have to take the entire hot end apart to swap out a number of parts on it, and then you got to get a new PEI bit, and yeah, you're adding another $100 and some to the purchase to do all the upgrades that I want for a 3D printer. So that's not really going to do it for me. So, and
Yeah.
the reality, you can actually, they have a house version of Clipper running on it, but it's basically just doing a check mark and the firmware, and you can get the full version of Clipper or use the full version of Clipper on it. It's got the network printing to it, so yeah, PI carbon fiber is I think it's the only one that Bamboo lets you print. What I'm looking for is PACF, which is nylon carbon fiber. Because if I'm going to print that frame, that FPV frame, it'll be out of nylon carbon fiber. So that's about the only one that's going to stand a chance on not getting clobbered first time out. So, but Kovacs got himself a new toy Captain Omen 14, i9 32 gig RAM, and RTX 4070 was 2 TB SSD.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the other thing I'm looking at is upgrading my tablet.
Omen 14. Yeah, I wished I would have picked up an i9 machine a while ago. They're really good.
I don't even know if they have ABS carbon fiber. I think they have PLA carbon fiber, they got PETG carbon fiber, and then they got the nylon carbon fiber. But I have not seen ABS. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, the prices are right now are really good. You can get some really, really powerful machines with a big old graphics card in it. You really can take care of just about anything you need.
And Bob Casey made it. Howdy, feller. Good to see you.
32 gig. I'm looking for it right now just to check it out here.
So
Most of the ones.
where'd that fella go that was from New Braunfels? I'm definitely gonna have to hook up with him sometime here. Where'd he go?
Omen Transcend. That's about $1,500, but not for 32. Most of the ones for sale now are 16 and
So Syntax, if you're still on here, we'll have to touch base. Because I'm not that far from New Braunfels.
there we go.
Yeah, everybody remember to hit that thumb, please.
Yeah, I'm thinking once we get the now I'll probably buy if you're looking at, products coming out, I'll probably buy the mini mic setup. I have that. I'm not going to buy any more mics after that ever because holy crap, I got way too many mics right now. But it would be nice to have smaller mics. I think that's kind of a cool update. They're cheap.
Yeah. Well,
Goggles. Did Mads Tech put out a new video? I saw he did.
Matt Stake did put out a video on the N3 goggles, a review, and he also did a breakdown on them. And he also did a short on them because he had problems booting it up because when he hit the power button like normal, the thing would just cycle like on a death loop, try to fire up, and then just it would not boot up until he plugged in the USB-C, and that's how I broke the cycle and then got him to. So there's still some firmware issues.
So,
and I'm just going to put this out there, okay? And Matt Stake is one of the people that always gets mad about DJI not really putting down in their notes when I do a firmware update, what exactly did they fix? Okay.
Right.
And DJI has entities here in the US. They have shops here in the US. So they can be sued here in the US. And the second they put a major defect down that they fixed on their firmware, they're admitting to knowing that there was a major defect. And that leaves them open for liability. So they're just going to keep continuing saying, fix some minor bugs or what, no, fix some known issues. But they're never going to admit to the known issues because some crafty lawyer going to take that and beat them upside the head with it. You know?
So I'm looking at the video that he put up, I'm sure that his camera's got a lot of jello in it, so I don't know. That's hopefully that's not the goggles. That's not bad. Trying to stop
There
it.
you go. The Chinese never admit fault. Yeah, it's in their culture. They also don't litigate copyright things in China. So that's why the Chinese don't ever have a problem stealing your design. That's just the way they do business over there. But
Can you not record the screen? I'm guessing you can't. You
cannot record the screen or what?
On the N3 goggles. Does it do a screen recording?
No, it's got an onboard DVR. So yeah,
Okay.
whatever's on the DVR on the
So
DVR on the goggles is going to be whatever's shown in the.
Yeah, so I guess he's got a camera somehow focusing on the inside of the goggles. So he has a clip where he's flying with the goggles and I mean, we could probably show that. I mean that you're not going to get. I got the sound off here. I just want to show you what he's got up there. I mean, you can. Here, let's just do this here. So this is basically what he's sharing there. It's
Okay.
kind of doing this.
That's definitely GoPro inside the goggles.
Yeah. You know, it's just sharpened, normal sharpen. Obviously the sky's not going to have any dynamics or, it's washed out, which is you're not doing anything but flying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, can you fly with that? As long as it's not doing this. I think that's I can't do that, but that's could be a lot of other things because it's just showing us what the camera's doing. So I don't know. I'm not too disappointed as long as I can, as long as if I got my glasses on or whatever I have to wear, I can see what I'm doing when I'm flying. That was nice that he did that.
Chris Hope is in the house. Howdy, fella.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
So we just get that down. But anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm going to meet up with Kelly. I'm going to try out the N3 and the goggles 3 and kind of getting a feel for those.
Yeah, I think that's where we need to go here is have somebody fly.
No, it's time. Weather's cooled down now to where you can actually function outside without dying of a heat stroke. So, no, it's. There's new stuff coming. 04 is coming. The mic's going to be here, on the 26th? Did I see that right? Which would be next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday for the mic, and hopefully they have a place that you can buy them other than China. If it's China, then
don't bother.
Well,
if it says DJI on the box and it comes to custom, it's going to get flagged. Because they're still on that kick too. And now I'm hearing also individuals that bought are getting flagged. So.
Yeah.
If you want to buy DJI, make sure you buy it from a U.S. source.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of B&H Photo right now, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm trying to wait for. Well, Best Buy is what I'm my go-to if I can get.
I mean, you got a dozen places where you can buy it. You got Race Day Quads carries DJI.
I'll buy it from those guys. I'll buy
You
it
get
from
drone
Pirate.
nerds. Drone nerds. I bought from drone nerds in the past.
Yeah, I'll buy it from those guys.
Um, no,
The
drone nerds.
B&H photos on my B&H photos on my shit list for when I bought my first Mavic or my first Avata.
Yeah.
And I got a bound drone, and they wouldn't. I should have just sent it back. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it sucks that it's bound because you can't sell individual gear that's bound. I can sell the kit, which is fine. I mean, it's a good drone kit. So I'll eventually, that'll probably be the next thing to go. I really enjoy the Avata, so I'll be flying that.
Hey, Chuck, if you're still in here, you're the residential computer techie. Recommendations for a tablet. I'm looking at the Samsung S9 right now. What's that? Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 11-inch. So I'm looking for 11-inch tablet, 10.5 to 11-inch tablet, but I want OLED display on it. I got a S5e right now, and I want to just upgrade that. And I'm in the Samsung ecosystem. So
this is my thumbnail for my next live stream. I've been waiting to use it.
You know what?
This is the thumbnail for my next live stream.
Oh yeah,
Gloom and Doom. Is
the
this
gloom and doom?
It is gloom and doom. I can see the end coming. It can only get so bad, and then there's serious crap going on right now. They're not playing anymore. They want to freaking slice the freaking nuts off these people.
Well, DJI did launch a lawsuit against DOJ.
That'll go so far if they're
They ain't gonna go anywhere, but it's
that lawsuit
too
is
little, too late.
Well, when it comes to national security, that the law doesn't.
Yeah,
it's gone. There's like, nope, you guys are evil. You're an evil entity. But it's the whole group. It's Anzu. It's everything that they tried to be. Including Autel. Autel's on the list too.
Autel is just disappearing apparently.
Right. They might have broke up. Maybe they broke that company up, and maybe the engineers are going to one of the military startups because that's kind of.
Well, Autel's main business was car computers.
Right.
No, car computer diagnostic tools.
Right.
So the scanners to plug into your OBD.
Right.
That's their main business, and that's Auto Robotics is a spin-off of that was doing the drones. Well, how about that? Michael from Quebec is here.
Well, hello. Well, hello, Michael.
Howdy, feller.
But yeah, Dad Random's going to keep on trucking, man. I got, like I said, I got crap. I've got more crap to do than I can keep.
I'm gonna circle back to your electric bikes. This happened to me here just this week.
I love my electric bikes, man. Like I said, I got one coming that's in the mail right now.
There's nothing wrong with electric bikes, but there's this part of electric bikes that looks like motorcycles, but it ain't. And they're not electric bikes because they don't have the pedals on them anymore like a bike normally would.
Yeah, mine got pedals.
Well, good
place to put your feet while you freaking got throttle wide open.
Well, no, he had what looked like a little chopper, but it was definitely not a pocket bike because it did not have an engine on it, so it was definitely electric. But this bonehead, this like two lane either direction was a center lane highway that is at 50 mile an hour, and he zips through there on that little bike, whatever you want to call it, was no lights. He did wear a helmet at least. No plates, no nothing.
Do you look like this?
No, no, because that thing at least has pedals on it and makes it a bike.
And it's light out. I actually have turn signals on that thing. That's a great view. That's it's so much fun. I love it. I love it. I love those 360 views. One thing I can tell you about
No, it was
one thing I can tell you about
something like that.
Oh, like one of those?
Yeah. Except his was completely stripped down. He had no lights on that thing, no nothing.
It was dark. That guy's going to be dead. That thing's $2,000 right there. That looks good for $2,000. That's nice looking. That is cool. I mean, let me tell you, the market for this stuff, eventually we're going to have to put a license plate on it, obviously.
Yeah.
You know,
this already has a plate holder on it because they know damn well this needs to have plates on it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. When we get the speed up to, they got to go at least 50. So you can drive them around town, 50, 40, so you can drive on the parkways. So you're not holding up traffic and stuff. But the bikes like mine, I just drive. I like to drive off the road. I don't like driving on the road unless I have to. I'm a trail rider. I love the trails. I'm out to just enjoy myself. I'm not trying to get from point A to point B very fast.
Well, they don't give a top speed for this thing.
The one thing I can verify.
Oh, here, top speed 28 mile an hour, and that was a 50 mile an hour highway. So,
yeah, 28, and you can get a controller kit to boost that up, but you got to get.
He was so freaking low to the ground. I mean, you hardly could see him over your hood.
I wonder what's running that thing because I don't see. Maybe it's front wheel drive. I'm trying to think of what's driving that.
Well, the battery's in the floorboard.
Right. Must have like a motor like but it doesn't have a hub motor. It doesn't look like it, at least from the image. The image could be bad. Well, one of the things I'm really impressed by, which I didn't know until I started messing around, is the imagery that I'm getting right now. With the X4, I figured out how to get really super good imagery out of it. It takes time. It's taken me a couple weeks, but in 8K, in 8K, you have to render it in ProRes. And when you render 8K in ProRes, it looks freaking great. Very happy with moving video.
Here's your motor spec: 2,500 watt rear hub motor, brushless.
Brushless, yeah. So it's got a hub motor. It must be hidden in that.
Well, it's got a massive rear wheel, so
yeah. Because you can't see the hub motor in that image. It must be like on one side or the other somehow.
It's in the.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it.
In the rim.
Yeah, you can see it there now. On the other side, you can't, but now you can see it. That's cool.
Well, that's brakes.
But there's brakes. But the other part of it, if you look at the entire wheel, that is the hub motor. It's just built into that.
And inside the hub.
And the other place they could put it was be in the front wheel, but that'd be stupid. That'd suck because there's not enough weight on the front wheel to drive it. It would spin.
Got hydraulic brakes front and rear. Anyway, yeah, but zip with that through traffic is stupid. So yeah, but you've been enjoying your X4 camera, and I'm kind of jealous because I've been eyeing that thing for a long time myself.
Well, the sale is pretty good. So there's like a $75 off thing going on. It's like I said, you just got to learn how to use it. Once you learn how to use it, it freaking does a lot of stuff. And then you have to get a workflow figured out.
But isn't the 8K 4K in the front and 4K on the rear?
Right. So you need 8K, otherwise you don't get a 4K. I don't think the 8K image is true 4K when it's rendered, but it's damn close. It is really good. The dynamic range is good. It's got HDR.
Here they are marketing it as an 8K camera when it's actually two 4K cameras.
Right. So it's right there. It's really good. The software is great. I'm really happy with the way it hides the stitch lines. You just need to do a little. It's not out of the box. It's not like, you take this thing and you start filming with it and you're in default mode. You got to do a little bit of practice and then it gets cool. It's very, very cool.
Got to work for it.
Yeah. And the stabilization is really good. Very happy with the stabilization. I wouldn't say that if I wasn't using. When I first was using it, I was like, "Oh my god, this sucks. I just can't do
All
this."
Right, Chuck and Lori, goodbye. Yeah, get your edits done so we get some new footage this weekend. I'm still waiting on the diddly squat farm footage. Just saying, you were in the Coswalls and you did not go by diddly squat. I mean, what's up with that? But no, you guys have a good weekend. It's about that time anyway, because you should be getting your taco call here in a minute.
I think my wife may have gotten it. Dang, it's already dark.
You don't know. Okay, Chuck, here's homework for you. Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime. Watch it. You'll know what I'm talking about. And if you want to know who Clarkson is, go to the BBC Top Gear first 20 seasons or so, and then Grand Tour on Amazon Prime. So, but no, Clarkson's Farm is a celebrity actually using his celebrity status for good to help the farm businesses in the UK. And he's doing a lot to move that needle. So we'll just leave it at that. Just to give you all a preview. So Jeremy Clarkson is a car guy. Okay, been doing car programs since forever. So he for a retirement project buys himself a farm. Okay, first order of business. I need a tractor. Now, what tractor do you think a car guy would buy for his new farm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not going out to buy a John Deere.
No.
He's not going out to buy a Massey Ferguson or some old beater tractor that the neighbor was selling. Nope. He goes out, and many don't know that, and buys a freaking Lamborghini tractor.
Yes,
Okay.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini actually started out as a tractor company. Okay. They only start making the sports cars after Mr. Lamborghini got turned down by Mr. Ferrari for a Ferrari. So Mr. Lamborghini decided, I'll just build my own cars. So yeah. And no, Clarkson's Farm has also a lot of drone footage in it for all of our drone fans here. So yeah, it's a fun show to watch, but it definitely has a serious undertone to it. But anyway,
Alrighty.
it's that time.
Time.
It's time. Like you said, it's time.
It's time.
Well, shall see you next Tuesday. We should have a better look at the new mini mics from DJI.
Yeah, we'll have some, at least we'll have some specs.
Oh, and not to be totally ignored, but FIMI also is taking up the DJI way and now released the FIMI Mini 3 SE.
Yeah.
Think of that what you will. Not going to get excited about it or worked up about it. It's a FIMI Hubson, whatever you want to call it.
2-axis. A lot of these companies are doing, the cheap companies are doing 2-axis EIS.
Yeah.
So to get, you're not going to get a 3-axis gimbal, but so you're going to get a crop. I didn't think it was too bad though. And then you're going to get the over saturation of the video that those guys do. But I'm not. I might do something like that if I get really bored, but I'm not bored right now. I should, and I think I'm having enough fun right now with the Neo. The Neo to me is a great little toy.
At the price point, you might as well buy a DJI Mini 4K.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And if you want to spend a little more money, go buy that 3S and then hope it shows up. Well, no, just go buy it. Just go buy it through a local seller, one that's already went through customs, and that's a great drone. Everything I've seen about it is good. So, we'll see some people beat it up here pretty soon, but probably I don't know what they're gonna beat it up on. So, alrighty, man. I am exiting.
Yeah, y'all hit that thumb on the way out. We let out all our wisdom for now. So we'll see y'all next week, same time, same place. Until then, please hit that thumb on the way out, and we'll see y'all later.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.